What is going on, guys? No One White here again. Thanks for tuning in to the channel today. As I mentioned earlier in the last video, that I would be working on the Civic, and that's not going to change. I'm still going to be working on the Civic in today's video. I might have to split this up into a couple parts, but as you guys know, the Civic doesn't really look the best. I mean, it is a Civic. I know a lot of you guys are here to watch me work on the Lexus, and I really appreciate that. You guys have been tremendous, and I've been trying to help you guys out here and there. I will say that I do have a dyno session or a dyno rental set up, but that's not until I think February 10th. So I am excited to get this thing on the dyno. I do need to clean up my fuel maps a little bit. They have a tuner at that shop, like an in-house tuner, but I'm gonna tune it myself, so I'm just gonna rent the dyno. But I am excited to kind of see what this thing will put down. Feels pretty strong. It's been running really good. I do still have the stock exhaust on it, which I'm gonna try and get another exhaust before that happens, but it's not looking likely, but we'll see. But yeah, it's just been, the weather's been pretty bad over here lately. It's been cold. It's been raining a lot. So, and what I want to do to the Civic today requires it to at least not be raining. So it's still kind of cold, and I'm still going to have to deal with that. But yeah, as I mentioned before, the Civic, it's the Civic. I don't know. It's not really a Lexus, if that's what you like. I do love these Civics, but you know, it is multiple colors. The body is pretty straight on it overall. There's a couple little dings right here, but nonetheless, I am going to be wrapping this car. I decided about going back and forth and painting it, but I am going to just be wrapping it, and I am going to be wrapping it white because I love white cars, and that's just what I'm going to be doing. So fortunately, most of it's white already. However, some of it is not. So, and like I said, you need, obviously it can't be raining when I'm trying to wrap this. I'm not going to go through a whole, a detailed list on how to wrap a car, because I'm no professional. I've only wrapped 2 cars in my whole life. And but yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing to this car. I know you're probably not going to get very excited about wrapping a car, because personally, honestly, I like working on engines. I like working on suspension, brakes, all that kind of stuff. I have a pretty heavy background in autocrossing and road racing, and that's what I enjoy doing. And obviously cosmetics were never really on the top of the list, if you ask me, but I do have a fair amount of wrap left over from when I wrapped another car that I own, and I did that on purpose so that I can also wrap the Civic, which shouldn't take too much wrap because it's a pretty small car. But now that I have a little bit of time, it's not really raining, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and just dive into this project now. Let's go get this thing washed, get it in the garage, and try and get started. I haven't started this car in weeks, probably a couple weeks at least. Still haven't found a center console for the gray, but I don't know. Hopefully I can find one somewhere, but start this guy up. Hopefully the battery's not dead. Fired right up. It's like a Honda should. Alright, back to the house. As you can see, I got the Civic in the garage behind me. Got the hood open. I got it up on jack stands. And the very first thing I'm going to do when I wrap cars, again, I'm not a professional. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, this is the correct way to do any of this. But I always wrap the fenders first. Then I'll go on ahead and work my way down the side of the car and do like the A-pillar here and the quarter panel on the back. But bro, look at this. I took off that plastic shield right there, the fender line, the inner fender liner. And look at how much mud came out of this thing. Just packed in here. That's a good way to get, you know, some rust started in your rocker panel. So I don't know if any of you guys checked your EF sedans or EFs or any old car lately, but you definitely should clean that out because there's so much mud in there. It's just from right, it was just from right here only. It was like this tall. Got this fender over here done. Went on ahead and cut the other side, the long piece that's going to be for the quarter panel. You can see I got that draped up on right now. Got some magnets holding it up. I did go on ahead and do the lower parts of the doors, and it's really hard to tell, but this color, this wrap is just gloss white. It's very close to the factory white on the EF. I forget the color code or what this is called, but it's really close. You almost can't even tell that it's wrapped on the bottom, but the bottom is wrapped. I went on ahead and did some of this quarter panel right here as well. So got that going. Just gonna have to go on ahead and continue on. Excuse my jar full of motivation right there. But yeah, I'm going ahead and continue on. Just wanted to show you guys where I was at right now. Just plugging away at it. Man, it's crazy how close the colors are from the factory color to the wrap. Obviously the wrap is shiny and the door is not, but I did do the bottoms of the doors. This whole quarter panel all the way up is done. I just gotta cut out there for the gas tank, but looks pretty good overall. Not too bad. Did all the way down to this. It's looking pretty good, if I might say so myself. Obviously you guys know this is going to be a long process, so I'm definitely not going to get done with this car in one video, but I figured I'd just show you guys what I'm up to. I know I haven't posted anything in a while, but probably the next thing I'm going to do is, I think in order to do the tops of the doors, I'm probably going to do as good as I can and take the door handles out. That way I can wrap into the holes and I don't have to try and cut around the holes. The door handles are going to be kind of hard to wrap, but I have done that side. The only thing I've done on this side is this front fender right here. So that fender is done. But move this out of the way. Yeah, the fender is done. All the quarter panels done on the outside, and basically the other side's done. The doors are easy to do, as you can see there. I mean, they're just small little flat rectangles, so it's not really too hard. The hardest part was probably doing this quarter panel piece in one piece. You can see got it just wrapped into the doors there. Try to make my seam as good as I can. But yeah. Sheesh, forgot how long this takes. So, no, I haven't updated you guys in a minute. You've probably just been watching me trying to just knock this out. But got this quarter panel done here, all the way up to the front. I have both the bottoms of the doors done. Side skirt, or the rocker panel, is done. Wrap this little piece right here. This side is pretty much done aside from the tops of the doors, because like I said before, I'm going to pull the door handles out and then wrap the doors. But like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm going to have to make this into 2 different parts. So I promise in the next video you guys will see this car done and wrapped completely white. So yeah, I know this is just a little bit different video obviously from the IS300, and it's not even driving or doing anything mechanical. Just focusing a little bit on the cosmetics. Like I said, trying to get the Civic to look a little bit nicer than it was. And I know I just had some wrap laying around, and I figured why not just go on ahead and make a video about it. If you guys have any comments or questions about this type of work, please ask me. I'll do my best to answer the questions that you may have. Again, I'm not a professional, but this is now the 3rd car I've wrapped. There are, you know, going to be little discrepancies here and there. I'm just not a pro. You know, I don't have the 5-10 years experience doing this type of stuff. So I've only done 2.5 cars now. Until this car gets done, it'll stay just like that. But I hope you guys like this video. I will keep you guys updated. I do have a dyno session scheduled for the Lexus. I'm curious to see what that thing's going to make on the dyno. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.